you're not happy at your home life, you're trying to have a kid with your wife, things aren't going the way as planned, so you're kind of getting outraged at the country in this much bigger, grander thing, right? And we see that with Emma Stone's character as well. We see it with, in a funnier way, the kind of the kids, the protesters that are, you know, it's kind of like this movie really does feel like a high concept Always Sunny episode in a lot of ways. That's what came to mind a lot. Was this feels like a big budget, high concept Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode in a good way. And I ended up finding so much more in this movie the more I thought about it. It's easy. I think this movie, and this sounds so pretentious, and I think there is a point where this movie is kind of begging you to take the bait, you know? I think on the surface, it's very tempting to just say, oh, this is a guy that's literally just throwing up his hands and saying, well, aren't both sides just crazy? Or, oh man, isn't social media just crazy? And aren't we just always addicted to our phones and getting all of this crazy media on the internet? I think the movie is very self-aware of that. And I think Ari Aster is kind of daring audiences to kind of take that bait because it's so easy to call it. And that, I'm not saying that sounds like I'm making it sound critic proof, because I definitely can understand that maybe not liking this movie, like that's totally valid, but I do think there's an element of that there where I think he wants this to be divisive, and usually that sounds like such a bullshit critic proof thing, you know, of like, oh well, like if you just don't like it because of these reasons, and you do think that it's kind of just both sidesing it and just kind of like Ari Aster discovers Twitter for the first time movie. I think you can have that opinion, and I think that even can be a valid opinion, but I do think there's more to it than that. And I think that's where I think that I really had to sit with this movie, and so did Remington, and we were texting back and forth, and I said, you know, the more I think about it, the more I really like this movie. And again, just on its face, after seeing it, it's a fun, enjoyable movie. It's just when you really dig into the underlying politics. And again, I don't think Ari Aster is trying to make any definitive statements about anything.